welcome to Treasury Notes, a show dedicated to the latest news and information from the office of West Virginia State Treasurer John Perdue. I'm your host, Gina Joynes. Coming up on today's show, West Virginia Money Smart Week. We'll talk to Clarke from the AARP Foundation about the free classes and activities available to help improve your life through financial security. But first, let's talk about how State Treasurer John Perdue is helping West Virginians boost their finances by returning treasures lost in the past. I'm talking about our unclaimed property program. Nearly every day, someone in the state is reunited with unclaimed property. Sometimes it's family heirlooms or keepsakes found in an old safe deposit box, but most of the time it's money, perhaps a check that was never cashed, a balance left in a dormant bank account, or money belonging to a deceased family member that now rightfully belongs to you. West Virginia is leading the nation when it comes to returning unclaimed property. Recently, West Virginia was nationally featured as Treasurer Perdue presented an unclaimed property check on the ABC News program Good Morning America. This marks the third time Good Morning America teamed up with Treasurer Perdue to present a check as part of its Show Me the Money series. The series showcases unclaimed property programs around the country. What made this time extra special is that the check presentation here in West Virginia was one of several presented live during a $1 million giveaway episode. Kim Ward has more.
State Treasurer John Perdue and the West Virginia Unclaimed Property Program has been featured on Good Morning America's Show Me the Money series not once.
We tagged along with the West Virginia Treasurer's Office as they performed their version of the Prize Patrol.
Not twice. $15,124.81. But 3 times. And this latest appearance on the ABC News program was a monumental one.
$1 million in found money. All the excitement live.
West Virginia was one of 5 states to appear live on the show's $1 million giveaway episode. But before the big check presentation, a lot of work went into finding the rightful heir for this unclaimed property.
There were no living relatives that we were aware of. There was no will.
As executor of the Mirror estate, it would be 5 years before Robin Klaproth got her lucky break when she stumbled across an old wedding invitation that sent her on the path to a living heir.
Overwhelming joy. I could not believe that I found this one simple piece of paper that then led me to an heir.
Now that she had an heir, Robin had the pleasure of accepting an unclaimed property check from Treasurer Perdue on the family's behalf. In fact, it was the largest check awarded during this $1 million giveaway on GMA.
Good morning, GMA. I'm John Perdue, the Treasurer of West Virginia, and I'm here to send a check for $481,335.70
At nearly $500,000, Robin had trouble convincing the family this unclaimed property claim was real.
I said, your kids are going to tell you this is a scam, and I'm here to tell you this is not a scam.
Robin was happy to see her years of hard work pay off, knowing this unclaimed property was finally being returned to its rightful owner.
I am just excited to be here and thrilled to be able to give this money to the family.
Reporting for Treasury Notes, I'm Kim Ward.
Just like the Muir family, you could have money out there just waiting for you to claim. Many people find out they have unclaimed property when their name appears in a local newspaper bulletin. But you don't have to wait for the Treasurer's Office to put out a list. You can do a free unclaimed property search online right now. All you have to do is go to wvtreasury.com and do a search for your name or the names of your family members. And be sure to check back periodically as more unclaimed property is turned into the State Treasurer's Office. In addition to returning unclaimed property, State Treasurer John Perdue is also an advocate for higher education. The first step to achieving that goal is saving for college. College savings plans like the Smart 529 offer tax advantages that can put cash back into your pocket while you save. When filing your West Virginia personal income tax, you can use your personal contributions to reduce your federal gross adjusted income. That could help increase your refund or reduce the amount of state taxes you owe. Earnings in your Smart 529 accounts are tax-free while you save, and qualified distributions are not subject to federal income tax. Coming up next on Treasury Notes, Janet Clarke from the AARP Foundation will join us to talk about West Virginia Women in Money and other activities around the state taking place during Money Smart Week. Stay with us.
We find all kinds of items, and that becomes unclaimed property, and it mounts into millions of dollars. It could be stock, it could be CDs, but it could also be a diamond ring or a gold watch of your dad's. We returned over $50 million to the people of West Virginia. I'm proud of that. You can go on our website, you can look at the names and see if your name's on there or someone that you recognize. We set the standards in the nation in returning unclaimed property.
Welcome back to Treasury Notes. I'm your host, Gina Joynes. State Treasurer John Perdue is dedicated to financial education here in West Virginia. The Treasurer's Office offers programs for all ages, from elementary school into adulthood. One of the Treasurer's most successful programs is the Women in Money Conference Series. Since its inception in 2002, nearly 10,000 people have attended Women in Money conferences to learn about taking control of their finances. The next Women in Money Conference is coming up on April 26 during this year's Money Smart Week, West Virginia. Joining me here today to talk more about Money Smart Week and the Women in Money Conference Series is Janet Clarke with the AARP Foundation. Janet, thank you so much for joining us here today.
Thank you, Gina. Thanks for having me.
Well, Janet, you know, this is the third year the State Treasurer's Office has teamed up with the AARP Foundation to, and actually dozens of other organizations as well, to host Money Smart Week. Let's start just by talking about Money Smart Week and what it's all about, what the message is.
Money Smart Week is a week-long campaign, if you will, to help West Virginians better manage their finances. There's, as you mentioned, we have several partners, and our partners all have come together to provide a week-long series of education of financial literacy. We are offering free seminars and free activities through the whole week, all over the state.
All right, what are the dates for this year's Money Smart Week? It's in April.
Yeah, it's April 21st through April 28th this year.
And this is unique this year because finally we're on track with the rest of the nation. In our third year, we're joining with many other states who are doing it this exact same week, correct? Correct,
because it is a national event. So this year we are on track, yes.
Of course, as part of the week's activities, Treasurer Perdue has decided to host his 29th Women in Money Conference Series. This is really exciting because these conferences started back in 2002 and they have grown ever since then. We're going to talk more about that in just a minute. The conference coming up is again on the 26th of April at the Erickson Alumni Center in Morgantown. But other organizations are going to be hosting activities as well during Money Smart Week, and they're going to be hosting events to talk about financial literacy. Tell us about some of these activities that are going on.
Well, we actually have 30 events this year. I mean, every year, this is our third year, we've gotten bigger and bigger and bigger. I just touch on some of the bigger events that are happening. The Monday is our kickoff. We're starting off with a kickoff breakfast at the Clay Center, and that's where we actually give the kids essay, which we'll talk about in a few minutes. That's where they will be awarded their prizes. On Tuesday, we're having our huge event in Martinsburg, and it's called Operation Scam Jam. And again, it's all about financial literacy, and we'll have experts in their field talking about different financial issues. We'll have it talk about Senior Medicare Patrol Project. One of our foundation programs will be speaking about healthcare fraud and abuse. We'll have local bankers come in and talk about identity theft. We have the West Virginia Attorney General's Office of Consumer Protection talking about credit protection and things like that. Wednesday, we have an event in Morgantown, which we're offering free CLEs for continuing education for attorneys. It's a huge event. It's free, and it's at Lakeview. Thursday is the Treasurer's Women in Money, which I'm really excited about too. And then on Friday, we're having something really interesting. We're inviting the veterans and any other kind of military personnel to come and find out all about financial literacy as well. We have great speakers coming. We have Holly Petraeus coming. to speak to the military men and women of West Virginia, and we're really excited about that. We end the week with a Saturday shred event on 5 locations over the state, so we're excited this year.
And Holly Petraeus is General Petraeus' wife.
Yes.
Very exciting that she's coming to the state, and
Yes.
we're going to hear from her. Get really a new perspective. As I said, this year's Money Smart Week has grown, and it's taking a little different turn with many more events this year taking place all across the state, not just in one location. You're not just focused on Charleston or Morgantown. We're going to be all over the state, and definitely some new topics and interesting ideas for people to take advantage of.
Yeah, we were able to do this because of our partners, and we're still inviting partners. Anyone who wants to come and join us, either this year or next year. Probably this year might be a little late, but we open it up to anyone who wants to help us get the message out about financial literacy.
I know you can't name all the partners, but maybe give us a sample of some of the partners and some of what they have to offer for Money Smart Week.
Well, of course, AARP Foundation, AARP State of West Virginia, the Charleston newspapers have joined, the West Virginia Library Association this year has been on board, and they're actually hosting a variety of all the libraries in the state of West Virginia, so it's huge. Also the treasurer, the attorney general's office, the auditor's office. Everybody is pitching in, and it's exciting. It really truly is.
It's a great opportunity for all these different entities, especially the constitutional officers,
Correct.
to come together, put on an event. And I think it's important to note that are all of the activities free that are going on?
Yes, they all are free this whole entire week. In fact, some of our partners, it was the part of it to be one of our partners or host with us. So you can't sell any products during this week, so or any kind of goods and services. So it's free financial literacy for everybody in West Virginia.
As we said, of course, Treasurer Perdue is hosting the Women in Money conference series as part of Money Smart Week. Again, I want to reiterate, it's going to be held Thursday, April 26th at the Erickson Alumni Center in Morgantown. Registration starts at 9 a.m. Lunch is going to be provided in the afternoon, so this isn't just a free event, but you're also going to get some free food with the event. And the best part about the Women in Money Conference Series, as we said, with all of these events going on for Money Smart Week, is that they are free to the public, and this is really a service we're providing to help educate the public on how to better budget their finances, better manage their money. How will Women in Money, do you think, fit into this whole scheme of the Money Smart Week?
Well, it's a perfect fit. It's a wonderful fit. Like you said, you've been doing this for. We welcomed you to join the week,
Yeah.
Since it is a national organization now, a national event. But I think it will fit in beautifully. I mean, your speakers you have this year are wonderful. I'm excited to go myself.
Treasurer Perdue is so excited about the speakers this year because we're trying something new. As I mentioned a couple times, this is the 29th conference, and they started this series back in 2002 here in the office. But now we're trying something new by bringing in 2 outside speakers, Candace Bear and Janita Wall. They founded the Women's Institute for Financial Planning, and their website is wife.org. Of course, that's what it stands for, Women's Institute for Financial Planning. They have a great slogan, and I talked to you a little bit earlier about their slogan. They even have a bumper sticker. I think if you log on to their website, you can get it, and it says, "A man is not a financial plan." I really think that's kind of catchy.
It's very catchy. In fact, I even called you about it, and I think it was wonderful. It made me go to the website and look at it, and you will have the website of wife.org is a great website. So I'm excited for you guys in this and for this seminar. I'm excited too.
As I said before, we had a speaker in the past, Deely. She did a wonderful job, but this year, Women in Money, since we are going to several locations around the state now for the 3rd, 4th, sometimes even the 5th time that we've been around the state doing these Women in Money conferences in a different location, I think the treasurer thought it was time to put something new on the table, bring some new ideas, and just give it a little fresh look with these 2 new speakers. I hope you guys are excited about it at AARP, because I know we are.
We are, and I even if you cannot make it to the event, which I want everyone to come to the event too, but you should really get on their website because it's quite interesting, and they do have that bumper sticker.
They do have the bumper sticker. Of course, we want to remind everyone that anyone who wants more information on the Women and Money Conference, we encourage you to attend this event in Morgantown. We'd like you to go register at wvtreasury.com. Again, wvtreasury.com. There you can find more information about the event, and you can register right online. We are encouraging people to register for this event as early as possible because there is limited seating. If you can't go online, there's also a phone number you can call to register. That number is 304-341-0724. Again, 304-341-0724, or you can call the 1-800 number that was just on your screen for more information. Money Smart Week also has a website with some information talking about some of the events we've been discussing here on the program.
Right. You can go to www.moneysmartweek.org, and actually you can list it when you go to the main website. You can pick West Virginia, click on West Virginia, and you can see all the events that we're having for that whole entire week. Also, we have a Facebook page, so please like us and join our Facebook page. It has a lot of interesting information on it. It's a very fun week. We look forward to it every year.
The Facebook page is great because there's already there are already pictures on the Facebook page from previous year's events, and you're going to be able to find out a lot more of the stuff that's happening right here in West Virginia. I think it's probably a great venue to find out information as the week progresses. Again, we want to remind people that you can go to those websites for more information. We're going to take a quick break, but when we come back, Gina Clarke is going to talk more about Money Smart Week. We're going to talk a little bit more about the Women in Money Conference, and we'll talk to her a little bit about what the AARP Foundation does. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
I want my kids to have a better future than what I did.
It's key to have other people contribute to the 529.
This is a gift that we'll give for a lifetime.
A Smart 529 would be an incredible gift for a family member to give to a child.
Yeah, it's something that would give for decades after the original gift.
I just want to thank you guys for saving a college plan for me.
And it makes it worth it.
And we're back with Treasury Notes. I'm your host, Gina Joynes. Thanks for joining us today. I'm here today with Janet Clarke from the AARP Foundation, who's talking a little bit about Money Smart Week West Virginia. This is a very exciting time for us here in the state, especially here in the Treasurer's Office, because we're partnering with the Foundation and dozens of other organizations to put on this week full of financial education, and it's full of different seminars and activities that people can take advantage of free of charge. This is the third year we're doing this program, and Janet, AARP really spearheaded the event to bring Money Smart Week here to West Virginia because it does happen in other states around the nation. Talk a little bit about why AARP thought this was such a good program to bring to West Virginia.
Well, actually, Gina, I was the one that brought this to West Virginia, so either people love me, I mean, when it gets down to almost the time, and they're always saying, Janet, this was always your idea. But what it was, I had gone to a seminar in Madison, Wisconsin, and it was a 3-day seminar. The last speaker of the day, everybody was exhausted. Everybody couldn't wait till they get out of there. And this gentleman was actually a wonderful speaker, and I took everything. Obviously I was the only one that was paying attention, but I brought it. I took everything home in a little box, presented it to my boss, Scott Atkins, and said, "This is what we need to bring to West Virginia." And at that time, everybody west of Chicago was doing this. And 3 years ago, we were the first state to do it the East. And it was just been wonderful. I mean, now there's like 7-10 states now doing it, and we're really excited. excited.
It is exciting, and you know, it's important to mention Treasurer Perdue, when he first took office back in 1997, he started promoting financial education, started promoting it in the schools, started promoting it as something that needed to be done for both adults and children, senior citizens. He wanted to make sure that there were financial education opportunities for all age groups and all spectrums and in all areas of the state. That's really why he started the Women in Money Conference series. So as we said earlier, it's just such a perfect fit, because I think a lot of agencies here in the state have been doing different events to promote financial education. We know the importance of it. We know that we need this education out there. We know that it's important that people understand how to budget their family finances, how to budget their bills, and just have a better generalization and a better understanding of what goes on when it comes to their financial situation. We've known that for a long time, but this event really brings it all together.
It does. It's a great fit with you, and I'm so glad that you joined us with the Women in Money Conference for Money Smart Week.
As you said, a few years ago is when you brought this idea back to AARP. Now we're in the 3rd year of Money Smart Week, and it's going great. How do you think the program's been going so far from your perspective, and how have you seen it grown over the past 3 years?
Well, again, every year it gets bigger and better. As far as partners, and then this year, our first year, we concentrated, really, it was our first one, so we did it here in Charleston because we're located here. And then we had we probably had 10 activities. Last year we had even more. This year, at this point, we're going all over with the state, and last count, I think we have 30 activities going on that week.
So there are opportunities to take advantage of Money Smart Week events no matter where you live in the state.
Right, and again, they're free.
Yeah, a great point. I want to talk to you a little bit about one of the events that's going on during the week, because you talked a lot earlier about some of the different events going on every single day. Saturday, I believe, the last day of the event is the big shredding event.
Correct.
And that's something that I think we started last year, and it went really well. Talk a little bit about that opportunity for people.
Well, every year, AARP Foundation and AARP West Virginia, we do shredding events every year in the months that start with A. So we always do it in April and August. And this year, because Money Smart Week is actually in the month of April this year, we were able to do it. And we have 5 different locations that we're going to do shredding events: Charleston, Wheeling, Beckley, Clarksburg, Fairmont area, and Huntington. So we're excited about that. So bring all your personal documentation and shred it.
Absolutely. Very safe way to dispose of those personal items that you've been hanging on to. Another big thing I want to talk about is the essay contest. This year we're doing 6th, 7th, and 8th grade students are going to talk a little bit about, I think, what their aspirations are and how they will finance for their aspirations going down the road as they become older. Talk about the theme for this year's contest.
It's really exciting, and every year this actually has just grown. I mean, it's really, really big. And it was an essay question. It was open to any person, any student in West Virginia school, 6th, 7th, and 8th graders. And they were asked this essay question: what do you plan to do after you graduate from high school, attend college, or join the military, or do something else? And then, will you continue to live with your family or relocate to achieve your goals? And what financial decisions do you need to prepare yourself for the future? So, again, these were given to 6th, 7th, and 8th graders. The deadline was yesterday, which was March 14th, to get it in. The grand prize winner will get a $1,500 Smart 529 plan, a Kindle Fire, and a Kindle gift card. And each first place winner will get a $750 Smart 529 plan, Kindle Fire, and a $25 gift card. And second place will get a $500 Smart 529 plan, a Kindle Fire, and a $25 gift card. And again, we're giving this out on our kickoff breakfast, which is the first Monday at the Clay Center, and we're excited.
So these prizes are more than just an incentive for the kids. It can be an investment in their future.
Absolutely.
Of course, Treasurer Perdue started the Smart 529 plan, and it has grown into a $1.5 billion program, something he is extremely proud of. To be able to associate some of that prize money going into a Smart 529 account is very exciting for our office.
And it's really exciting to read these essays. I remember last year, the winter, I mean, it just blew our minds. We all sat in a room for, hours and hours and reading all these essays, and this one was just incredible.
Of course, the essay contest is something that is, I think this is the second year they've done the essay contest. And as you said, more students every year enter the contest. We also have the Smart 529 When I Grow Up essay contest. It's similar. Students can answer the question, what do you want to be when you grow up? And they have the opportunity to earn prize money toward a Smart 529 account as well. So really both of these contests bring something a little different to the table, but they both are promoting financial education, and they're both promoting furthering your education into college or at least a technical school, something after high school.
Right. And again, it's 6th, 7th, and 8th graders, and you can't start too early.
Well, the State Treasurer's Office not only promotes financial education when you're young, but all stages of life. Why do you think it's so important for people to continue educating themselves? That's the theme of Money Smart Week, continuing that education, continuing to make sure you're making the right financial decisions, whether it be just investing in college or investing in your 401k or investing in your retirement plan that you have.
That's what's so important. That's why this whole week is arranged from everything. It could be just banking 101 to budgeting on a shoestring budget, or even financial for FINRA and smart investing as you get older. So that's why everyone should really take away from these free seminars that we have all week.
Before we go, Janet, I'd like to just talk a little bit about the AARP Foundation, since your organization really did bring Money Smart Week to West Virginia and really did put it on the map for our state. Tell us a little bit more about what the foundation does for the community here.
Okay, sure, I'd be glad to. AARP Foundation is different than the AARP State West Virginia. The state West Virginia, they can advocate, and where we cannot advocate. We always say we cannot advocate, but we educate. And this year, we have 4 areas that we are focusing on, our mission is, and that is hunger, that's isolation, it's income, and it is...
Hard to remember when you're listing all of those things, but I know that the foundation is very involved in the community. That's one of the things that you guys really promote.
We do. We actually, promote anybody over the age of 50 plus. And again, we don't feel, we're all done on grants. All our programs are based on grants and AARP contributions as well. So we're always creating and doing things that are benefit for everybody over the age of 50.
While it is over the age of 50, the things that AARP does and the foundation does, those really transfer into a wider range of people. It really just spans the gamut of people, because eventually people are going to need these services and people are going to be able to take advantage of some of the things that AARP does.
Right. Not every state has a foundation. It's just West Virginia and Colorado. Okay. And so we're very unique here in West Virginia.
Very exciting time, and again, Money Smart Week West Virginia, we want to remind people, starts April 21st, I think, and runs the entire week. Lots of activities going on. We definitely encourage you to check out the website for more information on that.
Or our Facebook page.
Absolutely. That's the way we're going these days. You can log on to Facebook as well. Janet, thank you so much for joining us here today on Treasury Notes.
Thank you.
And again, that was Janet Clarke with the AARP Foundation. Remember, you can always get the latest news and information from the West Virginia State Treasurer's Office at wvtreasury.com. Keeping you informed on the Library Television Network, I'm Gina Joynes with the Office of West Virginia State Treasurer John Perdue.